I'm Andrew Start, and I'm from Spokane, Washington. I got a phone call at home one day, and she was crying and very upset. She said, I went to the hospital today and I'm pregnant.
Wow.
And I just tried to recall how that could happen because we'd always been safe, except for once. And the agreement had been, because of our age difference, I was by this point, I think I was 16 and she was 20. That, if something came up, she would have an abortion. Both of us thought that was the right choice. But I think her being a little older and out of high school, she decided that she wanted to keep the baby. At that point, she just sort of gave me the choice. I was ready to go to college in a year, and she said, you can either choose to be part of this child's life or you can choose to not be. And, this child doesn't even have to know who you are. And so, I just sort of weighed the issue as best as I could at 16 years old, ready to come out of the closet.
Yeah.
And, I said, well, obviously we're not going to get together. We're not going to try to get married and make this work. I know we can have a relationship, but I don't think it will last forever. And I don't want to be in the middle of a divorce, in 3 years at the age of 18, with a 3-year-old kid. But I do want to be part of her life as much as I can. Well, I didn't know it would be a she at that point. So I told my father that she was pregnant, and he said, "Oh, what? I thought you were gay." And I said, "Well, I think I am." But, he said, "God damn it, Andy, what are we gonna do, blah, blah, blah." And my mother obviously freaked out, but they both came around and, throughout the pregnancy, showed their support. And then when Chandler was born, she was just born into a really strange, sort of non-nuclear but supportive environment. And so the rest is sort of history, actually. I went off to college. I never said that I was going to stay around, but all through college, whenever I had a chance to come home, I did. And, it was hard when she was young, because it's when they're really young and you're not around a lot, it's hard to create a connection. But as she gets older every year, our connection gets stronger and stronger, even though I'm still not there. My daughter is about to enter high school in another year, which is crazy. And, I still haven't got that phone call I hate you, you ruined my life, blah, 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 blah. And I keep expecting it. And every time I see her, we Skype. That's our way of talking, which is great because I can actually see her. It's just picking up where we left off, just like you would with a best friend, I mean, obviously, I probably won't get the opportunity to actually physically create a child with someone.
Yeah.
But having her in my life certainly makes me consider adopting, or if I'm in the right relationship, I think I definitely want to have more children, which I don't think that I necessarily would be inclined to say that
Without having her.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.